Right now, in classrooms across America, there's a shift happening that most parents haven't clocked yet. Teachers raised an ocean away, in Jamaica, are quietly stepping into U.S. schools and running their classrooms completely differently than what American kids are used to. This isn't some distant, future trend. It is happening right now, in 2026, possibly in your very own school district, and today, I'm going to show you exactly why. Welcome to TRAILORA, where Jamaica meets the world. Every week, we uncover the hidden stories, global events, and surprising truths shaping Jamaica, the Caribbean, and beyond. If you enjoy insightful, well-researched content that goes beyond the headlines, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now, here's today's story. If you've ever picked your kid up from school and thought, something about this new teacher is different, stick around, because this affects way more families than you think. Here is what we're breaking down today: the 10 distinct habits that are completely shifting the dynamic in American schools, the macroeconomic crisis that sparked this migration, and the one parenting trend these teachers are quietly outperforming. Let me introduce you to someone I'll call Mrs. Patterson, a mother living in a mid-sized school district in Georgia. This past fall, her son's 4th grade classroom got a brand new teacher. She wasn't new to teaching, just brand new to the United States. She had been recruited straight out of Jamaica through an international cultural exchange program designed to plug America's massive teacher shortage. The very first email sent home already felt completely different. It was warm, but incredibly direct. No fluff. No sugarcoating. By week 3, Mrs. Patterson was so stunned by the sudden change in her son's behavior that she actually called the school office to ask, "Is this normal?" What she learned next changed how she saw the entire school system. Here are the 10 things Jamaican teachers are doing that are catching American parents completely off guard. Number 10, uniform level standards, without a uniform. Even in American schools with zero dress codes, these teachers demand a uniform level of personal presentation. Shoes tied, shirts tucked, posture corrected on site. It sounds minor, but it is the very first thing parents notice. It sets a physical expectation of order before a single lesson even starts. Number 9, the power of the title. In many modern American classrooms, the boundary between student and educator has blurred, with some schools even letting kids call teachers by their first names. Not in this classroom. Nobody gets a first name. It is strictly Miss, Sir, or Teacher Campbell. In Jamaican school culture, that title isn't a mere label, it carries the weight of an entire community's respect, and it changes how kids talk about their teachers at the dinner table. Number 8, instant silence. In a lot of U.S. classrooms, teachers have to use countdowns, clap patterns, or repeat, "Settle down, please," 5 times just to get attention. Jamaican teachers rely on a quiet, authoritative presence. It's a rhythm built over generations in Caribbean schools, and when it's introduced to American kids, it lands like a small earthquake. Number 7, the pep-style academic push. In Jamaica, students prepare for the ultra-competitive primary exit profile, PEP, exams, which often require intense after-school prep just to secure a spot at a top high school. When that level of rigorous academic expectation is brought into an American school, it can shock families used to lighter workloads. But there's a practical takeaway here for parents: you don't need to import the stress of a high-stakes exam system to get the benefits. Introducing just 20 minutes of structured, low-pressure review at home every evening mimics that academic discipline without the burnout risk. Number 6, unfiltered, honest communication. In the U.S., parent-teacher conferences can sometimes feel like an exercise in corporate diplomacy, filled with soft terms like growth opportunities. Jamaican teachers tend to speak plain, unfiltered truth. If a child is falling behind or slacking off, they will tell the parent directly to their face. For some parents, it's jarring. For others, it's the most refreshing, honest conversation they've had with an educator in years. Number 5, the no rounding up policy. In this classroom, participation and good effort alone won't bump a C to a B. This is a massive culture shock for households accustomed to grade inflation. But it stems from a stark reality. International data shows Caribbean students face steep academic climb challenges, often scoring below global averages on math and literacy. Teachers who survive that high-pressure environment know that pretending a student is doing well when they aren't does them no favors in the long run. Number 4. Real responsibility. Students aren't handed "Helper of the Day" stickers for minor tasks, they are given actual, operational responsibility. From managing the classroom library to keeping shared spaces organized, these small duties foster a genuine sense of ownership and pride that a gold star simply cannot buy. Number 3. The "It Takes a Village" extended family. An American school system often operates under a highly individualized, privacy-first model. Jamaican culture, however, is deeply communal. These teachers make it their business to know the whole household, asking about sick siblings, understanding parents' work shifts, and viewing the student not as an isolated individual, but as part of a family unit. Number 2. Two crisis zones colliding. This trend isn't a deliberate cultural takeover, it is the result of two structural crises colliding. In the United States, roughly 86% of school districts have struggled to fill vacancies, forcing them to rely heavily on cultural exchange J-1 visas to bring in qualified, English-speaking educators. But back in the Caribbean, this has sparked a massive national debate. The Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, has raised serious alarms over a brain drain, as hundreds of their highly trained math, science, and literacy specialists migrate annually to wealthier school systems in the US and the UK. It's a complex global trade-off. One country's solution is another country's critical shortage. Number 1. The outperformance of a parenting trend. The single most impactful thing parents report is that their children are simply more focused. For years, the dominant Western parenting trend has leaned heavily toward constant accommodation and shielding kids from discomfort. By pairing uncompromising high standards with deep, parental warmth, these teachers are proving that kids don't break under structure, they actually thrive under it. By winter break, Mrs. Patterson's son had completely stopped complaining about his teacher being too strict. In fact, when his friends complained about their own classes, he actively defended her. It wasn't because of some grand, dramatic speech. It was the quiet power of consistency, applied every single day, by a teacher who brought an entire culture's worth of high expectations into an American classroom. So here is the question I want you to honestly sit with. If a teacher from a completely different culture walked into your child's classroom and ran it stricter, warmer, and more direct than what you are used to, would you push back? Or would you finally admit that your child needs exactly that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read and reply to as many as I can. If you want to understand the other side of this global education exchange, click on our video where we cover what happened when an American teacher stepped into a rural Jamaican school for the first time. I'll see you in the next one.